Okay, everyone, welcome back to the channel. Matt with Green Bar Trading here, and I have a trade breakdown video of a trade that I just took not too long ago on a momentum stock, momentum scalp strategy on LASE. So before we get into it, hit the thumbs up for the video, and if you're new, subscribe. So what do I do first when I see a stock that's popping up? We go over to Discord into our call outs, and at 7:02, I give a call out here for LASE. It was moving. I liked the news for that moment. I liked the chart for that moment. And these are quick scalps. So what did I do here? I took two trades, 1,000 shares each, and I'll get into my entries and exits. But before I get into the entry and the exit, why was I interested in this stock? That's the most important part. And these are scalps. These trades are a minute, maybe at the most. They're really quick. I'm trying to dial up my entry and then take that quick 5-10 cents on 1,000 shares is $180. So I took 8 cents with my first trade and about 10 cents with my second trade, and that produced $180 in a couple of minutes. That's how quickly you can really make money trading these momentum stocks. Now, you can also lose money very fast too. So you have to know what you're trading, the times of day you're trading, because these typically, if I'm trading at 7 a.m. when the platform's open for most people, typically they have a shelf life until the new wave of traders start to wake up. So I knew I had a couple of moves here right at the beginning. So LASE, why am I interested? The news. The news is something about their laser blasting system. I don't care. What caught my attention was for the Coca-Cola company. Now, on a small stock like this, getting a name like Coca-Cola to use their product will at least give me enough of a catalyst to see some demand come in. So the next thing I do is I always, before I trade a stock, I want to look at the daily chart and see what I'm working with. I'm working with a new IPO. Now, new IPOs a couple of months ago were really great to trade for that blue sky setup. So there's not a lot of overhead pressure on this stock. It can move. The next thing I'm going to look at, and I always go in these steps, the news catalyst, the daily chart, and then I want to check the float. So we go over to float checker, you type in LASE, and you get your float. So 7.69, like we saw on TD, was around the same as that. FinViz has 4.76. So either way, this is a low float type of setup, which is another reason why I traded it. We love that. Low float, catalyst, top of the gap scan, most volume, daily chart, fresh IPO. This is all reasons with this catalyst that I felt comfortable getting in. You have to have that set of criteria. Now, everybody's different. You might be, looking to hold things longer. I'm looking for just taking advantage of that, early volume. That's what I'm looking for. Something where I know I can try to get in, grab some sense of profit, and then get out. Me personally, I don't like to be in these too long, especially in the market that we're in right now. In 2020, 2021, everything would just have continuation. And it was like So it was so much easier. Now you want to be really not greedy and just take what the market, what the stock gives you at that time. So this is LASE. Now let's get into the actual entries. We maximize here. We pull this up, show trades. Here's the volume. You can see that really nice volume right at the beginning, 7 a.m. So the news comes out at 6:30. A lot of platforms are not open at this point. I know, Lightspeed, even Webull, a lot of platforms are open, but the majority will come in at 7 a.m., which you can see very clearly here by the volume profile. So at 7, it starts to rip up. At 7:01, I'm jumping on that momentum. Top of the gap scan, catalyst, daily chart, float. I'm going to jump in and I get out in the exact same candle that I get in. Now, I still like this setup, so I'm getting in for this bull flag, the pullback here, just about to the 9. Now, I was going to get this anywhere by this 9 EMA as it pulls on back. I love this setup. I like to get a better price. So instead of buying up here at 384, I can be selling up here at the breakout spot. And I don't even have to wait and see if this stock is going to be a continuation stock, which it was. So I'm glad that at least, I was able to tell our Discord community, if they got in and maybe they held longer, there's a bigger possibility to make some more money. But me personally, I like to take this, saw this little bit of a breakout, and then took profits right up into what would typically be this flat top here that it's rejected before. I was totally fine because I got a good entry. Now, what you can do, you can also add into these moves. So if you see it break out, add to it, and then build a bigger position, and you can even get out higher. The only thing is, you don't have a crystal ball. I don't have a crystal ball. I know the market we're in. We are not in a market that has, so many day traders like we saw in the last couple of years to keep pushing these things. It's also very early in the morning. So this is totally fine. Taking the profit out. Yes, I know I left profit on the table. But like I said, there's reasons behind what I was looking for here. This was going to be a pullback and then take profit out. And that's exactly what happened. The pullback here on lower volume. The next candle was a nice big green volume that I took my profit out of. Now, the way I do it on Thinkorswim, when I'm selling into pushes and I'm clicking join ask. Very simple, just one button, instantaneous fill, instant fill, because this kept going. It went right through. And, obviously you can see that, but that's why you want to hit join ask, because you're selling up into strength. So I think that's it. I think we covered it all here on this trade breakdown. But if you do have any questions, always leave them down below in the comment section. I answer every single question. And don't forget to hit that thumbs up for the video. Thanks for watching. See you on the next time.